Skip it up and that up. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and to all the weirdos out there that still have cyber sex, this could be the woman on the other end. So if you guys are as hyped for this game as I am, you know that Max Payne 3 is coming out this Tuesday. It's coming out in 24 hours, basically. By the time you see this video, it'll probably be less than 24 hours. So I want to get the game. This is probably the only game this year, now that BioShock Infinite's not coming out till 2013, that I'm hyped for in 2012. Yes, I'm not that excited for Halo 4, so I went to trade some old games in that I don't play anymore to put towards Max Payne 3. They had a special offer at GameStop. If you trade games, your used games, towards Max Payne 3, you get a 30% extra trade-in bonus. So I only had to trade in 3 games, and it bought me a copy of Max Payne 3, which was cool. Here's where things start getting really crappy. So as I'm there, getting rung up at the counter, a nice guy behind the counter, he goes to me, "Here, I want to show you a special we're having with Max Payne 3. And he slaps this piece of paper down on the table, and it says, "Season Pass for Max Payne 3. I think it's the next year. You could get all the Max Payne 3 DLC at a discount." And I'm just like, oh my god, friggin' facepalm, man. So that, to me, in my mind anyway, means that I'm not buying the full game right now. I'm buying an unfinished product. Here's the thing, too. In the article below, you'll see they're actually coming out with DLC in June. It's mid-May already. It's only 2 weeks left to June, so basically 2 weeks after the game's released, they're adding more content, which means, okay, I understand the whole thing that Epic Games talked about, how, you know, once the game is complete, you don't want to sit there twiddling your thumbs, but come on, man. A couple weeks after the game comes out, Rockstar, go work on Bully. I know they want to work on a sequel to the original Bully after Max Payne 3 was done. Stop shoving DLC down my throat. And it really makes me feel like I'm getting ripped off because I'm spending this $60, which is already a lot of money. And well, I didn't spend it. I traded in old stuff to get it, but you get the point. And I know that unless I get that extra $30 season pass, that I'm going to be missing out on pieces of the game. I know for a fact that in a couple weeks, you need the DLC. They know that too. I mean, Activision does the same thing with Call of Duty. Well, you don't really have to get it, but, you know, if you do, you'll have more maps. It'll give you a more full Call of Duty experience, because I'm talking about COD right now. But you damn well know, I think I talked about this before, if you play COD, and you don't download all the map packs, you end up playing like 3 friggin' maps in the game. It's ridiculous. So you have to get the DLC. They know this, and you know what, on top of it, people? I read an article recently that From Ashes DLC for Mass Effect 3, out of all the copies of Mass Effect 3 that were purchased, 40% of those people also purchased the From Ashes DLC. Do you think there's any incentive for these companies to stop doing Day 1 DLC, even though it's a total ripoff and makes me feel like I'm purchasing an unfinished product? No, they're making a killing right now. That's a ton of extra money that EA made from Mass Effect 3 with that Day 1 DLC. Let's see how many more times I could say Day 1 DLC in this video. Try saying that 3 times fast anyway. So now, someone like me, Day 1 DLC isn't as big of a deal. I don't buy that many new games each year. Most of the games I get are used. I buy them like a couple years after they come out, or I get them on Steam a couple months down the road because Steam sells them dirt cheap. I don't buy brand new games for $60 and then get the Day 1 DLC. So to me, extra DLC, like I'll probably end up getting the Max Payne 3 DLC, I'm not gonna lie, isn't that big of a deal because my new game budget each year, I buy like 3 or 4 new games each year. And the way this year's looking to me, Max Payne 3 may be the only new game I buy. Well, I bought Sniper Elite V2, but that was a mistake. But to people who always go out and buy new titles, this is going to hurt your wallets, man. It's not going to go anywhere. And when they get huge returns like they did with Mass Effect 3, they're going to have an even bigger incentive to do day one DLC because they know people are going to buy it. So my question to you is, if it's a game you really enjoy, if it's a game you're really hyped about like I am for Max Payne 3, will you go out and get the day one DLC, even if you think it's complete BS? Because let's face it, even me, I've done this. You complain about something, you're angry about something, you want to boycott it and fight the system, but once a game comes out or anything comes out that you're really hyped about, you'll get those extra accessories, you'll get that day one DLC with it, and put money in the developer's pockets. Or will you actually be that person that stands his or her ground and say, no, even though I really am looking forward to this title that's coming out, this game that's coming out, I'm not going to purchase day one DLC. I think it's BS. It's not happening. Will you be in that camp? I'm very interested to hear what people have to say on this one. Okay, guys, I'm signing out for today. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you have an interesting story you would like me to talk about, private message me a link to the article on either G2P or YouTube. And if I use your story, I will give you a shout out in the video and have a link to your channel in the description.